Here we have a new 2023 Jeep Wrangler. This one comes in the 2-door, and then we have the Sport S trim level. This color is the Earl clear coat, which I love. Then we get black cloth interior, and the powertrain consists of a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine made into an 8-speed automatic transmission, giving us 270 horsepower, 295 pound-feet of torque. Coming around the front end here, we do have our halogen headlamps and fog lights. And then as we come around on the wheels, these are going to be 17-inch aluminum. But all in all, with this one being a Sport S, I actually really like how this one is spec'd out, having the Earl clear coat, which is a beautiful color in my opinion. The 17-inch wheels are nice. You can always swap those out if you're going to put big tires on it, so on and so forth. Power door lock controls are here. We have our power mirror controls here. You can pick a side there and then offset it there, and then you can adjust like that. Headlamp controls here, off, corners, on, auto, and then you can toggle your fog lights there, and then gauge cluster brightness. As you can see, you can adjust that here as well. But here we have our 6-way manual seat. Then we have our manual 2-way lumbar support. And then if you ever want to get to the back, there it is. I don't know what, I think this is weather floor mats. There's the back seat there. So you can fit back there if you need to, but it's a pretty tight squeeze. But cup holders are down there, AC vents for the back. So it's doable if you have the right person. Fuel cap there. And then there's another look at the back end. So we can just open that, lift this up. There's a trunk space, and then pull this here. And that'll fold if you need any additional space. And then underneath here, additional storage. 12 volt back here, and pretty easy, just pull that back into place. Put this back down, take a look underneath the vehicle. Of course, spare is gonna be in there. There's your exhaust system. But I love these because they're super fun. I wouldn't necessarily say they're practical, but if you have one, you know. Take the doors off this bad boy, take off the top, especially on a beautiful day like today. There's a lockable glove compartment there. Now to take the top off, you have a latch here, you pull, then you have 1, 2, 3, and that's just for the front there. You can have this whole front end off. And then to get the hood open, pull that, then you just pull down, lift the latch off. It's hard to do with one hand. And then there's that 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder. Then that's how you get it open after you pop those. Once that latches back up, just go in reverse. And now let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. Fix the seat back real quick. There we go. Now we do get a nice leather wrap steering wheel here, which we can heat, and I'll show you where that is momentarily. But to the radio here, we get AM, FM, XM radio along with Bluetooth audio, and then we have wired Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto compatibility as well. So radio is here, media is here, and then you can use Bluetooth, the USB ports, or an aux input for that audio. Climate controls are here. And you can either use the screen or you can use the buttons and knobs down here, but I actually like this screen because it's pretty easy to do. It's very fast in terms of doing what you tell it to, and then easy to unsync, sync, all of that. And then for your auto mode, you can toggle that there and turn it off, which I like. And then hit this here, 3-stage heated seats for the driver, front passenger, and then that heated steering wheel toggle is there. And again, you have buttons for all that down here. And then your apps, you can go through all of that. And then to connect, you can just go anywhere. You can either hit that phone button there or hit this. And to add a device, just hit that and then make sure that you confirm on your phone and on the radio, and it'll pretty much walk you through that. Backup camera's there, great picture, and guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. Now for your volume, you can turn that up and then mute there, cuts the screen off. And then you have a tune knob here, fan speed you can control here, turn the whole system off, and then you can just adjust fan speed again to turn it back on. Temperature you can adjust. Hazards, again, the heated steering wheel, heated seat toggles there, and then you can toggle the air, where the air's coming from using this button. Cut the whole screen off. Then you have your select speed there, auto stop toggle, traction control, mute. You have a 12-volt USB-C, USB-A duo there, and then an aux input. And then this is for your windows, your one touch down, and then you have to roll it up by holding the switch there. And 4-wheel drive controls, of course you want to make sure it's in neutral. You can put it in the 4-wheel high and then go all the way down to 4-wheel low. So pretty simple. So we're in low there, then neutral, and then high, and then 2-wheel. Then we have our parking brake there, cup holders, center console cubby space with a USB-A port. And then a look at the back seat. And this one does have the optional garage door transmitter if you ever need that. But huge shout out to Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Franklin for allowing me to review this Wrangler today. I'll leave a link below for it as well as their entire inventory in the description below. But here's a quick look at the window sticker, and you all can pause anywhere you need to if you want to take a closer look at how this one was spec'd out. Fuel economy is pretty good, especially I rented one of these when I was in Florida once, and the city fuel economy is really good, having that 2-liter. But behind the steering wheel, blinkers, high beam toggle, and then you can flash there, and then windshield wiper controls are here. And then you can do one time there, and then intermittent low, high, rear wiper intermittent on, and then pull up here for front wiper fluid, push back for rear wiper fluid. Voice recognition, Bluetooth controls. These 4 arrows are for the gauge cluster. You can go through all of that. Tons to look at. And then your cruise controls are right here. So turn that on, then set, resume, cancel, all that. And then you can go through your track list or radio station presets here. And then your volume controls are behind over there. And then push button start. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. And next, let's take this Wrangler Sport S 2-door out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive for this 23 Wrangler, I love the 2-door because it just feels so much more agile than the 4-door, which feels agile as it is just with the turning radius, how these are made. But I just feel like I'm in a small sport SUV. And I actually like the 2-liter over the V6. Now, of course, the V6 is going to be faster. It's a bigger engine, more horsepower, all of that. But the turbo just makes me feel quick. And how I like to drive and how I like my vehicles, I'd rather have that. I'd rather have a turbo 4 over a naturally aspirated V6 9 times out of 10. Now, if you're talking about with a Torque Flight 8-speed and a Charger or Challenger, I'll probably take a V6 over a Turbo 4 in one of those. But in this Wrangler, I just like having that feeling of boost as opposed to just having a naturally aspirated V6. But after, like I said earlier, I rented one of these a while ago, and it's just so much fun to drive around the beach, especially on nice days. But then if it's snowing outside, you can still handle that terrain as well. So I think it's a super good option if you like to go to the beach a lot, or you're in a rough terrain somewhere where you get all 4 seasons, and you want something that's just super fun to drive, and you don't necessarily have a lot of extra people with you. So if you do a lot of car meetups and things of that nature, take trails, and it's usually yourself and one other person, or maybe every so often you have a friend with you, the 2-door is a pretty good option. But I just love how easy it is to drive these. Now again, like I said earlier, it's not the most practical vehicle, but it is one of the most fun vehicles, and I can say that driving quite a few cars in my lifetime. But especially like in Panama City Beach, doors off, the top off. It's just a great feeling taking in all that nature. Now I'm gonna give it a little bit of throttle getting on the interstate, but with that 295 pound-feet of torque, you can really get this thing going if you want to. We'll give it a little pull here. So pretty good acceleration again. And to me feels just as fast as the 2.3 liter they put in the Broncos. And one of my biggest complaints about the Broncos was, specifically with the soft top, how loud it was in the cabin. Now with the hard top here, I'm getting some wind intrusion, of course, but nothing near what I got in the Bronco that I drove. And I think that was a 4-door. Was it a Badlands? I can't remember, but it was a 4-door and it had the soft top. And the sound in here is just a little bit better. Well, a lot better actually. But that's pretty much your competition. It's gonna be the Bronco. And to me, the Wrangler is still top dog unless you get a Bronco Raptor. But then again, you still have the 392 Wrangler, and you know, the V8 one. So to me, still love the Wrangler over the Bronco. But this will bring me to the end of my review of the 2023 Jeep Wrangler Sport S.